What will it take for Americans to fight? In history, nations do not rise up because life is inconvenient. They rise because life has become unsustainable. Revolutions are not born from comfort, they are born from desperation. Russia, 1917. Centuries of autocracy, peasants starving, soldiers exhausted, food shortages were widespread. The Tsar's government could not sustain its own people, much less its war effort. Mass unrest became mass action. The government collapsed and was replaced by revolutionaries promising peace, land, and bread. The cost was upheaval, civil war, and a regime that lasted for decades. This is not distant poetry, this is the law of history. When the state stops providing basic security, legitimacy dies. France, 1789. The monarchy was bankrupt. Bread was unaffordable. The Third Estate, the common people, carried the entire weight of taxation while the privileged flourished. Hunger led to riots, riots led to collapse, the feudal order fell. The French Revolution reshaped an entire continent. The States General became the National Assembly, the Bastille fell, absolutism died. Revolution there was not abstract, it was fundamental. People could not eat, they could not survive, they chose to fight. Now consider the United States. We are not starving in the streets, but we are experiencing multiple pressures at the same time. Economic stagnation for many, even as productivity rises, declining real wages, rising costs of housing and education, political polarization that fractures public trust, a growing sense that institutions serve themselves rather than the people they claim to represent. People say they are unhappy, they say they are concerned, they post on social media, they sign petitions, but they do not rise. Not yet. History makes the pattern clear. In Russia, people fought when they were starving and dying under leadership that offered nothing but collapse. In France, people fought when there was no legal or economic path to dignity, and the state extracted everything while giving nothing back. In America, people are uncomfortable, alienated and frustrated, but most are not yet desperate enough to take radical public action. Desperation is not a theory, it is a threshold. So what will it take for Americans to fight? Not slogans, not outrage amplified by social media, not virtual arguments. They will fight when their families cannot survive without radical change, when the political order makes life objectively intolerable, when institutions that once provided stability are visibly broken. This is the uncomfortable truth. Americans have grievances, but grievances alone do not fuel revolt. History is clear. Revolutions happen when the social contract visibly collapses, when bread is gone, when the law protects the powerful and abandons the rest.